Mother's Day has a way of sneaking up on you. But when it does, 1-800-Flowers makes it easy to send Mom something beautiful, thoughtful, and worthy of everything she does. Right now, with double blooms from 1-800-Flowers, order 1 dozen roses and get another dozen for free. It's a bigger gesture with fresh, beautiful flowers arranged to make Mother's Day feel as special as she is. Make Mother's Day feel bigger with double blooms at 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast.
Hello and welcome to 360 Gamercast, episode 776 for Tuesday, the 5th of May, 2026. I'm your host, Mark Webb, gamertag, Pearson ID, Steam ID, Webby 360G, and joining me today is...
Terrible bank holiday, it's Nick.
And it's Tagido, Sensei Switch.
Why is it a terrible bank holiday, Nick?
Because I've done nothing fun apart from spring cleaning and stuff like that. And spent ages organising, did loads of boxes and stuff, the plastic storage boxes that have been broken. Yeah. So I put everything, measured it great, put everything in, thought, oh, this has gone sweet. And then I put them where they're supposed to go, and they don't fit by about half an inch.
Ooh,
that's big, so I'm like...
How annoying.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time I fell short by half an inch.
Whee! Cool. All right. Well,
at least I'm saving money, so that's better than spending money, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, mate. Yeah.
Mm.
Before we start, I just want to give a shout out to the Patreons. So I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys: Mark Tudor, James Walker, Matthew Crumpton, Zacalyptic, Krusty Boy, Darkest Frost, Robin Farhi, Ben Ansell, Eric DeHorn, Wilkie, Leon Hunter, Ilmatic, Daz Poz, Craig Wood, Matthew Kelly, Paul Barry Hickin, Jason Adams, Ryan O'Kane, John Levitt, Sean and Brian. You're all super awesome, helping to keep the website and podcast alive. If you didn't listen to last week's show and you haven't realised, the website is now back up and running, check it out, 360gamercast.com. All the info you need for it and all the links for everything is there. Absolutely fantastic. So that's all good. Also, want to give a shout out to if I can find the thing on here. Yes, I want to give a shout out to the people that are boosting the Discord server as well to give us the crystal clear audio that you're all listening to right now. So that's Brooksy79 and Darkest Frost and obviously myself. All three of us are boosting the Discord server for awesome things. So that is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Super fun. Yeah. So all is good in the hood. Right, that's those bits out the way. I've been doing a little bit of gaming. I think you guys have been doing a little bit of gaming. We're here to talk about video games. That's why we're here. I'm just going to start off, guys. I don't think you've played this, Nick, but I've actually completed a game this week. But I want to talk about another game that has just come out, and I know Darren's played it a tiny bit. I think I'm really addicted.
27 hours, maybe.
Oh, I am addicted, mate. I am addicted to this game. Free to play. It's available on PC, PlayStation 5, and your mobile phone. I may have downloaded it on all three platforms and playing it on all three platforms as well.
Oh, shit. Is it not on Xbox?
And it's not on Xbox.
That's a bit shit.
Yeah, which is like... So the game is Neverness to Everness. It's a free-to-play...
Or Grand Theft Anime.
Grand Theft Anime. The thing is, right, these sort of games, right, they always come to PlayStation, and then if they come to Xbox, it's usually about a year or so later for some strange reason.
Which is annoying because of it being a game. It's an online service game, so
yeah,
you kind of want to be playing it.
Do you think that's that thing Xbox have where they say you have to release the game on Series X and S at the same time, so they don't have time to do two ports, so they just don't bother?
I don't know, mate. It's
I
running
don't
on.
know, because the game is optimised for a mobile, so...
Yeah, so I was about to say exactly the same thing, mate. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it should run. Well, Series S should be able to run this, so shouldn't it?
Easy, mate. If my phone can run it, an Xbox Series S could run it, you know? I don't know, like, I usually, on these sort of games, because I've played, like, that Wuthering Waves, and there was a few others that I played, these kind of gacha games, but I would normally only play them for a couple of hours and kind of fall off them. But with this, there's something different about it. Like, I think it's just the setting, because it is in a city for the most part. So it does feel like Grand Theft Auto anime, because you can actually steal cars if you want, have police after you, can have up to like a 5-star rating and stuff like that. Not that I've done any of that for some strange reason.
No.
I've just seen that in videos. But all those options are open.
You actually go to prison and have to break out of prison. And there's actually, like, quests and things you have to do while you're in prison, like a regimen and stuff. It's like they've actually gone really deep with the game. Like, I heard about it and was kind of umming and ahhing for a little bit, but then, like, obviously new game fetish kicked in, and I was like, I'll download it and give it a go, like, just to see what it's like for the day. And then I sort of booted it up, did the start bit, and I was like, is this game actually like this? I didn't think this was the game. I thought Ananta was the one that was kind of like this was.
Yeah.
Which is still coming at some point further down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, then sort of got suckered in, because it's almost got collectibles and stuff dotted around the city, isn't there? And things you can do. There's so much to it. And the other thing I do like is the place feels alive. There's like NPCs walking around. You can go in the majority of the buildings.
Yeah.
Like food shopping or various other bits and bobs. You can buy cars. You can buy houses. You can buy furniture to put in the houses. Just all sorts of random stuff.
Yeah, it's like multiple games in one, because I've bought a apartment in the game. I've bought a car.
First one, yeah.
There's another thing where you can run a cafe, and now I'm now running 2 cafes in the city.
Yeah, I'm running cafes. Yeah, so there's like a business side of it as well, business management.
Yeah, and then there's like the Grand Theft Auto part of it comes into me, where, because it's like I've done a lot of the races, so there's like some of the there's a side quest, a whole other side quest of just racing. So I bought a car and I've been doing these races, and they get harder with different people, bit like Need for Speed style. And I think the cars handle quite well as well, especially on the PlayStation, because it has all the haptics as well.
I turned all them off.
Ah, fair enough. So that's quite cool. But yeah, there's a lot to it. The only thing I don't like about these gacha type games is there's a lot of menus. And there's a lot of menus within menus to go and get all your things. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a ball ache.
Yeah.
Like, trying to figure out. I literally was decorating my apartment the other week. It took me ages to work out how to actually put stuff down, how to move it around, fine tune it. Went back into my apartment the next day. The poster I put on the wall was upside down.
Oh.
I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to go back in and fine-tune and move the objects I'd already placed. So the only thing I could actually do was put absolutely everything back into storage and then have to replace it all again.
How annoying.
So there's a lot of things that need, I think, to be sort of like fine-tuned and sorted out. And I did, because there was like a survey for the game early.
Right.
Sort of say, like, you need to make the controls a bit better. Because it's a pain in the arse having to go through so much crap to get to what you want.
Yeah.
Because, like, the right D-pad moves around on certain menus, and then the left stick moves around on the other ones, and it's like, and you push the wrong button, you come out the whole thing again.
Yeah.
You've got to go back in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very intuitive, is it?
No, but it's designed for mobile, so everything's touch
Yes.
the phones, isn't it? So you just be like, yeah, I'll just want that. I'll just tap on it. Like,
Yeah.
job done.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think, but what I like about it is, one is the graphics are really nice. I really like that art style, that kind of anime, cartoony art style of the game. I think it's really, really
it's
nice.
Very polished, yeah.
Yeah. And I love the character designs as well. They're all really good. The only thing I find a bit weird is I don't really feel like they've shoved it in your face to like buy stuff. Like, I'm probably a bit too early on to really feel that
Well,
need.
there's already a character that is only going to be available for another 6 or 7 days or something, and then they're coming out of rotation.
Is that for buying though?
Got, no, it's for like you use the dice to roll, don't you, on the boards. So you've got the red board, which is limited.
Yeah.
It's got a time limit for the things that are in that board, and then you've got the standard board, which is like blue.
Right, yeah.
The blue dice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got those, and a lot of the other sort of, I'd say, microtransaction stuff in it is basically time savers. So it's like, yeah, you can save up 3 million in-game credits to buy this, or you can just buy it with microtransaction kind of thing, which is fine.
And then obviously the other thing is outfits for the characters, but I think for the character, like for the most of the characters, I think the best outfits are the ones you don't pay for. They're the ones that if you just get your friend value up to 10, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, no, I've not felt any need to spend money on it. And I think it kind of forces you to do the side stuff, because I hit a point today where I did a main quest line, and all the enemies were like 8 levels above my level, and it was real struggle.
I'll wait until they're 20 or so, mate. There's quite a few freaking issues with the game, and one of which is not knowing the level of the enemies for the missions you're going into.
Yes.
So you're going to a mission, and you're like, I was like level 21.
Yeah.
And then I was fighting enemies that were like level 36.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to survive.
And they were doing like 200 damage a hit to me. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And the combat is very simplistic.
Yeah.
And enjoyable if when you push the button, it actually dodged when it told you to dodge.
Yeah.
Because there's many times where I'm like, I fucking pushed the button. And again, I just pushed the button and I didn't dodge, and I just took a load of damage.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So the combat needs, I think, tightening. But then again, it is running on a server, so you don't know if there is a slight bit of lag and stuff there. And I have kind of compensated and bullished my way through it. If you do actually get fights that are... Because I went into a fight earlier, and it was the boss I thought was a level 45 or 50 or something.
You can escape.
And I was like, what the hell? Well, no, it put all my characters at level 50 that I was in with, because I'm guessing it was like a story mission.
Oh, right. Okay.
Which is one of the other things that I will say. When you go to do a mission in this game, you know, like the story quest, you're like, I'll just do that side quest. You know what I mean? That's going to be good. And I'm there about an hour and a half to 2 hours later going, is this still fucking going?
I had that today. Yeah. So, because I was trying, because I wanted to get off to make dinner today. So I was on the PlayStation. I was playing it because the kids were like, quite enjoy watching me play it. And I was like, I've got to get off and have dinner. And I was doing the mission where someone steals something, if you know what I mean, in a auction.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was
so
like,
you're near that boss I was just talking about then,
so I was like, so I was like, is this ever going to end? I was like, for fuck's sake. So in the end, I did actually just quit out. And I was thinking, if I've got to do it again, I'll just have to do it again, because I'd had to go and make dinner. But anyway, when I loaded the game back up, it just spawned me outside the building, and when I went back in, it puts you
straight there.
Yeah.
The other thing I will say that I love as well, which is an awesome thing, is you'll be sometimes in a story mission and you're going around doing like a dungeony section.
Yeah.
And you take a load of damage, it doesn't allow you to bring your phone up to use any of your healing items and stuff like that. So it's like, and then it's like, so you just leave the instance, piss off to a fast travel point, gen all your health back, and then just go back, and it puts you straight back where you were.
Oh, does the boss
which is kind of nice.
Have the same amount of health as well, or?
No, with like obviously your regen health.
No, the boss though. Does the boss's health stay like down?
Oh no! I'm not on about. Oh, this is in fights. This is in between different bits and bobs.
Right, okay, yeah. Nice, but no, I mean, I really like it because I'm really enjoying just exploring the city. I went around and unlocked all the big fast travel points. Just did that for a few hours. Just drove around, just admiring the beauty because it goes from like a proper city, and you kind of go out into like some countryside, and obviously it looks proper kind of Chinese, Japanese, or whatever.
It's very, very authentic to Japan. Like
right,
it's
okay.
a weird game because like the writing in the game, as far as I can work out, is mostly Chinese.
It's made by a Chinese studio.
It's made by a Chinese company.
Yeah.
But the actual design of the city, the countryside, the road layouts, and everything else, the shops, etc., is blatantly Japan. So there was like certain areas I was going around. You know, have you been to the campsites yet at all? The campsite areas and things.
Yeah, I've seen a few. Yeah. Because there was one
They're
where
very similar to ones I saw when I was in Japan when I last went over there.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
So it's very nostalgic for me, some of these areas.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so, I mean, for me, for a free-to-play gacha type game that I normally fall off pretty quick, I'm really impressed with this, to be honest. The only annoying okay, well, obviously, we talked about some of the negatives, but the positives is obviously, I think the main campaign's pretty cool, the character design, the graphics, exploration's really cool. That one character with the fucking TV head, though, is really annoying.
Takedo.
Oh, my God. So annoying. Like...
I've had most of my quests focus around him.
Yeah, and it's just like, for fuck's sake. Like, one where you had to take him on a date and he'd lied to his girlfriend. You're like, fuck's sake. And it's just really over the top. I mean, it was funny, some of it, but I just find the character itself just quite annoying.
There's a lot of references to other animes and things like that in the cutscenes and things that people know. If they know, they'll know.
Right, okay.
When they're obviously doing certain bits and bobs in it. Because I remember when you're doing the date, some of your friends kind of pose as villains and you have to fight them at one point.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And one of them was giving me right shit. And I'm like, lay off for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Like, going a bit too serious here.
Yeah. But no, I think it's a really cool game, mate. I think... I didn't say I've not felt pressured to spend any money. I've been doing logging on and rolling the dice for the day. You know, get one die, like one red one a day, and then I didn't realise I had like 50 blue ones to roll. I was like, oh, I better do that.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I did that, and then it let me choose one of them super characters.
Yeah, which one did you choose?
The woman who holds that big cross for a weapon.
Ah, right, yeah, the one with the glasses, yeah, the sort of sadist character.
Yeah, I like her.
There was also, if you check your mail, you should have another voucher for another selector of an S rank.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
But it's best to wait until kind of just before this banner ends, because if you roll another one, because you get pity S ranks, so it'd be like, you know, like you had one where you roll 50 and it let you pick.
Right.
I think there's another one for rolling 90.
Right, okay.
So you might as well, like, make sure you've picked, because if you get duplicates, you'll waste one.
Right. Okay.
Although I've noticed if you do get duplicates, you get a skill point that you can set into their things, and that's how you level up their unique skills.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So there is, like, reasons for getting the same character twice. But yeah, there's sort of, like you said, there's so many different weird things in this that I haven't done. Like, there's a crazy taxi style mode.
Yes.
There's a delivery sort of mode. You can play, is it Mahjong?
Yes.
You can go to the arcades. You can play crane games. You can use gacha machines on the street to get figurines. Like I said, you've got all the exploration stuff around the city where you're fighting anomalies, because basically the whole thing is you've got like these sort of spirits that inhabit objects.
Yeah. It feels very
like,
Alan Wake at times to me.
Alan Wake mixed with there are slight vibes of Ghostwire Tokyo in it as well.
Yeah.
In fact, like one of the reporters from one of the things, I think it's the bank, because when I joined the bank, I start getting calls every day on your phone from someone asking about stories.
Yeah.
And one of them was about basically like a woman in red with a smile and a giant pair of scissors, and that's exactly what one of the spirits is in Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, right.
That you fight. So it's sort of like, again, loosely based on certain things. You can go fishing in the game.
Yeah.
Although I will say, on day one, I pretty much used all my bait before realising that you can only buy 3 bait a day.
Oh, right. I only did it once for the mission and then never did it again.
What else is there? But yeah, that just the sort of like mix and match of the weird things in the city. So obviously there was that fight in the film studio, wasn't there, where you end up fighting the camera and it's like a giant roll of film.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed that fight.
That was a really good mission.
Majority of that other bit, yeah.
Like when you're running around and it's trying to take photos of you. Like,
no, I hated that.
No?
There's another bit in where you are now where you're going to continuously take damage that you can do nothing about.
Oh.
And that was one of the reasons why I had to keep leaving and going back in.
Oh, is that where you like, the boss where you have to stay in the light? Is that what you're on about? If you're outside the light?
No, the bit before that with the water nonsense where you had to smash the bubbles, and every time you did it you took damage, and there was no way of avoiding that. And I was down to like about 1000 HP at one point, and I was like, this is shit. Just left and came back. But that fight against that boss in the dancing one was actually kind of cool. There was bits of it I hated and bits of it I really liked.
Well, one of my characters died on that boss. I was really upset because it was really hard. But apart from that, I just think I need to spend more time doing side missions to level up a bit more. I just find it a bit confusing, the leveling up system still.
I mean, the other thing that's interesting is, have you gone into certain areas and it starts to go all weird and staticky?
Yeah.
So I panicked about those first off, thinking this is like a corrupted area. I'm going to start taking a load of damage, but it's not. That's like a powerful entity that there's contracts out for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you need to.
So there's one where you basically get sucked into a television.
Oh, right. Okay.
That one I hated. And you're basically in like an alternate realm, and you run around having to find certain items to open certain doors while you're being chased by a spirit that, if it catches you, resets you back to the start.
Oh, how annoying.
I ended up going on YouTube for that because I was just like, I've got no idea what's going on, and I kept getting reset back to the start, and I was like, I haven't got time to waste doing this.
Yeah.
So I basically sort of like looked up where to go, and thankfully, once you've actually gotten sort of part of the way and opened certain doors, if you do get reset back, those doors and those items and things you've done are already done, so you can just run straight back to them.
Yeah.
There's another one where I was transported to a world and I had to interact with certain anomalies to return the world back to normal, but the world was like a dice and you're in the center of it.
Oh, okay.
So, like, every side of the wall in front of you is like another piece of the street that you walk onto, and it rotates. It's like really clever, sort of interesting things in the game.
Yeah.
I fought a giant bird demon on top of a tower going through a nest, which actually netted me an S rank cartridge.
Oh, nice.
Or arc that I could equip.
Yeah.
Have you fought the ghost motorcycle yet?
No.
So yeah, basically, if you drive around in a certain zone, I think it's like the starting area at night in your car, you will have a ghost motorcycle spawn.
Oh, right, okay.
And you follow him, and he will take you into like another realm where you fight him.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And you'll unlock an S rank arc from that as well.
Oh, nice.
And once you do a lot of these that give you arcs or certain other arcs, you can redo them as well.
Oh,
but
that's
it
good.
costs you city points. Like, I don't know whether you've noticed that. You have 200 city points and another currency.
Yeah.
And they kind of only reset every Monday.
Right, okay.
So it basically stops you rinsing like high-end content to stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You can't just keep spamming it over and over. There's one that is supposed to be the best, which is like the something pause dungeon.
Okay.
Which it's on the map near where the fortune teller is. You know, the one who basically trades in all the crow stones that you pick up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The witch.
Yeah.
She's being teased as being a playable character as well, by the way,
cool.
further down the line.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
But yeah, the next character that I think people are looking forward to is Hattori.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know which one that is, yeah.
Because she can stop time.
Yeah.
And obviously you can do that in the game while playing as her as well. Like, everything around you freezes for a time.
Yeah. Super
kind
cool.
of thing. Because
yeah.
I didn't know as well, with the character that's in the banner at the moment, is it Nanalee?
Yes.
She's got an ability that allows her to walk up walls.
Oh.
She doesn't actually climb up them, she walks up them.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Hence why on the start screen you see her standing there sideways on the building. Yeah, she can actually do that in game.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm really, really enjoying the game. Beside its faults, it just has like an addictive little hook.
It does.
It's just a shame that a lot of the story things where I'm like, I'll quickly get this done. And then you're sitting there, like you say, an hour and a half later, and you're like, is this still freaking going on?
Yeah.
Have you not tried multiplayer yet?
No.
No.
I think you can do that in the Poor Pause, Golden Pause, or whatever it is, dungeon, and the racing. I think you can do in multi.
Yeah, I've not. I can see that there's an online option, but I've not actually tried it. To be honest, because I'm just enjoying just exploring the city, enjoying doing just missions, mate. You know what I mean? So that's just my jam. But yeah, I think you can do the races online, for sure.
I didn't know if that was multiplayer like the story, or is that just complete separate thing?
A separate.
I think it's completely separate. Yeah, I think they've designed it as just kind of like an immersive single player with like multiplayer stuff. They'll probably add more later, but I'm guessing at the moment they want the players that are playing it to basically get through the story and kind of experience bits and bobs, because it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know whether you've noticed this, Webby, but it's like I seem to get like a new story every day I log in, like another episode or whatever it is.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Yeah.
So there's certain quests where it'll be like you need to be hunter rank 22, 25 to progress or whatever. But then I'll log out and then I'll go in the next day and it's like, oh, there's another story mission come up, because obviously today it was the one about the auction, which I think might have carried over from yesterday.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that because I logged on. I was like, oh, yeah, there's another mission for me, like a main kind of quest for me to do, and that's what I did today. But I really need to concentrate on getting my level up now, so that's what I'm gonna concentrate.
There's a load of things, isn't there? You got to level up the city, score, level up your shops. There's one of the places, I think it's in your shop. I haven't actually done it yet, but if you go up to the counter, you can actually serve people yourself.
It's a little. That's like a little mini game. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet. Is it any good?
I've not done it. I just saw it, and then I was like, I just couldn't be bothered because I think I was on my phone at the time. I was like, I don't want to do this on my phone. I want to do it on a controller. So I didn't do it. But yeah, there's just loads of it to do. But also your cafes, it makes you money even when you're not online. Like when you're not playing it.
I do the 24-hour restock every day because I know that'll time me over to when I log in the next day, ingredients almost.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
have you bought anything though? Like, so have you? Because I got the £8 pre-order bonus thing.
What?
Oh, I didn't get that. No, you could. It was only available early on. I think it was a pre-order. It's £8.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh right. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Have you been playing it then, Nick?
Yeah.
Well, you've been very quiet.
Well, you wouldn't let me talk.
Sorry, mate. We.
You should have said, hold on, I've been playing.
You assumed I didn't play.
Oh, yeah, I did
I was
assume.
playing at the other morning the same time as you.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us your thoughts then, Nick. Sorry, mate. I just didn't think it was your kind of jam.
Well, it was all right.
I stand corrected.
Even Graham's played it. I know.
Yeah, I got the pre-order.
Although I think he's just done the beginning.
Nice.
Yeah, I've only done like an hour or so. I'm getting like sort of Persona vibes, like but the Strikers game, and like a bit of Yakuza as well, like the open worldness and stuff like that. But
one of the areas is blatantly like Yakuza with the canal in the middle, and then the streets, the shops either side of the street with an archway.
Is that one
Like
with the octopus on the shop sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that straight away. I thought about that. Yeah.
yeah, I bought it. Well, I got the pre-order packs. It was like £8, and I'm not sure, but they give me like some currency. I don't know if that's like a decent thing. And like all my characters have gone up to 20 or something, level 20. But
that's actually pretty good because it does cost you quite a few things to level them up, because you basically just push a button and then you have to feed in different currencies, but everything can be leveled up in the game. Like your arcs can be leveled up. Did you know you can actually, when you're doing those quests, Webby, and you basically keep picking, like you'll kill like a load of enemies and then it will drop something that you have to absorb. And it gives you another arc, and you find out you've got like 8 of them, and you're like, why do I want another one of these? Mix them together. If you fuse the extra ones to the ones you have equipped or whatever, it increases the power of the bonus.
Oh, I there's so much I don't understand about this game, mate. Even though I've been playing it for so long. Like, I was thinking to myself, how the hell do I even like upgrade my dudes quicker? And then I googled it only about an hour ago, and apparently there's a specific place you're meant to go to, like in the city, to go and do stuff to level up. I can't remember the name of it now. I need to have a little Google again.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to get more of them Tetris pieces, because I just started with 4 and I haven't seen any since.
Nah, same. Well, all my characters are level 30 though, but Sorry, Nick.
So have you guys put all your the codes in the game yet? Redeemed all the codes that they keep showing you? And there's some online as well, like on Twitter and stuff. They're giving away like codes daily so you can get all extra stuff.
Yes.
Which is I think this type of game, well, similar to a lot of games today, it's just I think they expect you're going to be online and Googling how to do stuff, so they don't, like with this game, it's one of the, and I think a lot of games the last few years, they just chuck you in with the deep end, and it's not like you don't just do tutorials for like 5 hours before the game starts, because they just think, well, if they can't work it out on their own, they'll just Google it or ask their friend or whatever like that. So,
I mean, it's good because obviously as much as I like JRPGs and stuff, there are many times when I've been playing a lot of those games and you kind of just like, just let me play the fucking game. Because you just feel like you're just in a constant tutorial, just skipping for all this. This does this, this does that, this does this. And you're just like, let me play the game.
Yeah.
When can I save the game? My dinner was called like 20 minutes ago. Like,
I googled that. You can't save because you just have to log out. But that is good. I haven't been... Like, I can't remember what game I played in the last couple of years. That was a free-to-play game. I can't remember which one it was. I don't think it was Genshin or nothing like that. There was a game where I don't think it was that. It might have been older than that, but like the last couple of years, and I installed everything, loaded it all up, watched a cutscene, and before I'd even done anything, they put me on a screen like, "Give us money." I was like, I haven't done anything, and you're asking for money in a free. I know that's it, but I was like. And it was like, if I press one, and it was one of these things where, I don't know if it might have been Warzone or something like that. I was like, press A to skip, press A to skip, press A to skip, press A to skip, press A to buy this or X to skip. And I think that was something like that. And it was just asking for money before I'd done anything. And that's just, I think these games over the years, because you don't really give any money to these, or do you, Webby, the free-to-play games?
No, not
Very
unless
rarely.
not unless I really know I'm going to play it a lot.
Like with me, I don't know.
I've spent £1 on it so far because there was like a couple of some dice in the shop,
Yeah,
and
I've
it was
seen that.
£1, and it was like special offer, and I was like, awesome! It was said like something like plus 300 and something % or something, and I was like, oh, that's nice. What's that for £1? And it was just like, oh, it's literally just one fucking dice of each colour. Like, oh well. But yeah, when you do the dice rolls, also you're better off doing 10 rolls than single rolls. Generally, I've found.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with the blue ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't think I've got that far as you guys in, but I think like why I bought. Well, for a start, that was only £8, £7.99 for the pre-order thing. Plus, I thought we could talk about it on here, something new and stuff like that. But I want to support games like this that. I mean, maybe it will later, I don't know, but a lot of these free-to-play games, or even just normal games, all these pre-order stuff, it can go it can go into the hundreds, can't it? Like what they want you to pay before you play the game. And I just, I think if it's only £8 for a pre-order bonus, I'd support that, because I think a lot of these companies now, they think, like us, I can't think what I've spent money on Pokemon Go. Simpsons Tapped Out. I think that's a free-to-play game.
Oh, my missus used to be hooked on that back.
Yeah,
loads of people were, weren't they?
yeah, which was hilarious.
Is it just a cookie clicker game, was it, or something else?
It's a cookie click, but you have to set your characters to do tasks that take like 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours, or 2 days type thing. And then I was one of these people that found out people that you could go on a website, put your details in, and they'd hack it and give you for hundreds of thousands of donuts, which was the currency. And then once you've done that, you could buy everything, and then you realise, well, the game's done now. Do you know what I mean? The only thing in the game was waiting. It's like I said, if they made Dark Souls easy, and you could kill everything in one hit, that's what it kind of done to the game.
Yeah.
But like I said, with those games, it's like, I've played the game. I think you deserve some money because I've enjoyed it and I've played it enough. I'll give you money. Whereas other ones, they just try to confuse you with 7 or 8 different currencies and just spam you to buy it every time you load up the game.
But this is why I'm quite confused with Neverness to Everness, because I assumed, like in every other gacha game I've played, that they're really going to push the store, really going to push you to buy more characters, and you can't even buy any characters on this, as far as I can see.
You don't buy them outright. You have to roll for them with things, because obviously the other thing is when you look into more of the things, it's £15 for 10 of those red dice.
That's a lot, man.
That is, yeah.
That's a lot.
Obviously, you've got pity systems which are good, but even if that's the case, I think you're guaranteed that character after 90 rolls.
Oh, okay.
So you're still looking at maybe spending 70 or 80 quid
Jesus.
just to get that character if you're super unlucky. And I'm generally that kind of super unlucky bastard, where you'll get some people that are like, oh, I got it on my first couple of goes or something, and then I'm sitting there just like screaming, rocking back and forth. Where it's just like, I'm not even literally close, kind of thing.
Yeah. But no, I think it's a cool game. Glad it's free to play, to be honest, because I might not have tried it otherwise. But I don't really have a big.
But it won't exist in X amount of years' time, because it's that type of game which. It annoys me that a game like this, I would quite happily have spent 60 or 70 quid on it.
Yeah, just have the story.
Knowing that I could access it there and the world to explore and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It is actually interesting because I haven't actually watched it yet. But strangely enough, that Ananta has put up a new trailer or something within the last day or so.
Oh, really?
Strangely enough, probably because this came out.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hold on a minute. Because I didn't know this was, like I said early on, that this was like an open world exploration, sort of like you can drive cars and all that kind of stuff. I was just expecting it to be like a usual sort of fantasy gacha kind of game, but a bit more supernaturally. And obviously with this game to have like the day and night cycle, the stuff, like when you're driving around the city at night with all the neons in certain areas,
cool,
and the ray tracing off the puddles and the floor. And stuff. Although I will say some of the reflections are a bit weird, because it's like, this isn't what should be being reflected, because that building that's being reflected isn't behind me, so that doesn't make any sense. But it's kind of there and it's nice. I even like the way that when you're climbing up buildings, you can see inside the rooms as you're going past them. Like they've got depth. It's not almost like it's got like a traditional sort of just JPEG image. That's kind of there, and they do look slightly different, so it does make things look a bit better than sort of like other things where it just feels flat.
Cool. Anything else you want to say, Nick? I noticed we've been talking about this for about half an hour, so
I'll just see how we get on with it over the next few weeks, and see if you continue. So that's the thing with these games, they get a big influx when they come out, and they either keep going and people keep playing them, or they die off quickly, don't they?
Yeah. I feel like I'm still in that. Obviously, that it's a new game phase, and I want to play it a lot, but we'll see.
I think one way they could definitely do the like by keeping people sort of engaged is by releasing stuff episodically. Like certain stories, things, and that. I think that would keep people interested, and it would also feel like time is passing in the universe.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's a cool little game, mate. So I look forward to playing it some more, to be honest. Well, should we move on? As I'm sure we'll be talking about it next week. Okay. Nick, because you've spoken the least, let's go to you.
I was about 18 hours in, still going with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Oh yeah.
I got 7 badges, because there's normally 8, which I think there is 8, and still getting on with that, and just like playing my Switch 2. The only problem is I'm playing my Switch 2 with this, and then girlfriend's playing Switch 1 on Let's Go Pikachu, and she keeps looking at my Switch. She's like, your screen's a little bit your screen's bigger than mine, isn't it? And that looks a lot more colourful. I'm like, nope, you're not having a Switch 2. I was like, nope. And she's like, I could just use yours. And I'm like, nope. Because that's kind of weird, because when I transferred everything from the Switch 1 to the 2, I think all the saves have gone as well. So when she started Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, my save wasn't on there. I thought it was going to delete my save, because I think I completed the Pokedex completely on that. But then it's on mine, because I always thought normally with the cartridge games, the save stays on the cartridge, doesn't it?
Not on the Switch, mate. If you pay for Nintendo Online, it does go in the cloud as well. It does do a cloud save.
Yeah.
Cloud.
Oh, I can't pay for that.
I was going to play
Online,
no.
Well, I was going to get Nintendo Online and play with someone the other day, but apparently his missus stole the Switch too, so he couldn't play.
Well, it is ours, mate, to be fair. So.
Well, that's fair enough, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
But getting on with this, it's starting to feel like, I've played this Pokemon game before quite a few times, like the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's a few quality of life improvements. I think I said before, all the Pokemon level up at the same time, so you don't have to spend hours. But also, if you remember the older games, similar to these, where once you get to a certain part of the game, you unlock special moves, this cuts down the hedge, and then you can surf, so you can ride a Pokemon on the wave. So that's why it stops you going too far without the game. The only difference is with this one, it gives you this little Poke Watch thing, so you don't actually have to teach that to one of your Pokemon either, because most of the time those moves you're I don't really want to teach that to my move. So obviously if you have to teach Fly, you'd have to have a bird Pokemon in your party. It's like, well, maybe I don't want a bird Pokemon, but I have to have it because that's the only type of one that does that. If you the only one that flies a bird. But with this one, like I said, you click it. Oh, would you like to fly? Sure. Oh, a random Pokemon showed up and flied you over to here. I thought that was nice, because I think there's nothing worse than these games when you just think, oh, I can't do this because I've just got to grind for ages and ages.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And yeah, and like I say, it's quite nice. There's still a sort of torn on this art style because I think this came out a little bit. It's definitely after Let's Go Pikachu, and to go back to those sort of top-down, sort of 2.5D graphics. Like I said, I don't know if I like it or not, but I think after this one, I'll be going back, once this finished, I'll be going back to the DS for games. So I'll be going very retro on them, but yeah, still getting on with that and enjoying it.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying.
Yeah.
Darren? Anything else from you, mate?
Yeah, I have also been playing a fair bit this past week or so, Vampire Crawlers.
Ooh, yes. Me too.
Which they announced, I think, recently that it's sold over 1 million copies, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's good, mate. Especially for a game that's on Game Pass as well.
Mm. So that is pretty good if it's like £10 or £8 or whatever. That's made a nice chunk of change, we should say. But yeah, still really enjoying it. It's obviously like a roguelike for sort of dungeon explorer deck building game.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 30 or 40 trophies left to get or something on it. I've beaten one of the Grim Reapers. There's one that basically like spawns if you take ages with your turn, if that makes any sense.
Oh, right, okay.
So there was one point where I had over 10 cards in my hand that I could play with, and a load of the cards were combo cards that could just extend the combo or reset it and change it back. And I kept going on and reusing cards so much that they actually start to crack and shatter.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then when I was doing that, this purple Grim Reaper turned up and started attacking me. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
And obviously, I think the cracked cards, it starts to sort of obviously take the value of them down as well.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I beat him, basically, and got something for that. But there's still quite a lot to obviously do. It's knowing how to sort of combo your cards up, because a lot of the cards you'll get, like say you get a card where it's like, this card gives you +2 health. And it's like, but yeah, if you combo that card, that +2 becomes like maybe a +3 or a +4. Or if you've got it in an even higher combo, it might be a +15 or a +20 to your health kind of thing. So there's a lot to the game. And it's quite amusing how in-depth it is, considering how simple and easy the whole premise behind it is.
Yeah. Nice, yeah. I'm just finding it very chill, mate, to be honest. Like, I'll just stick it on. I've not played it much, maybe 2 or 3 hours, really, but when I've been playing it, I've just been, like, chilling on the sofa and just enjoying it, because I like card games anyway, and I'm quite like, as you say, like, you know, figuring out the order to use your cards in, etc., etc. And then, obviously, you've got that little hub area where you can change up the different characters, and they have different, you know, strengths and weaknesses, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, it's definitely...
I was originally, I struggled with one of the characters on certain levels.
Yeah.
But then I switched to a character that uses the rune tracer.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just such a good weapon. Especially if, like, the other plays come into hand, like, you know, like lowering the cost of a card, or being able to like turn any card into a wild card, which means you can play it in any combo or in whatever position you want, and it get, or you can have it where the card will get combo bonus regardless of when it's played. just really addictive, enjoyable game. But I will say it is a game where the runs do seem to take a while. Because I think I've sat there before and thought, I'll just do a quick run before I go to bed. And I'm sat in there like 45 minutes, 50 minutes later thinking, this is still going.
Nice. Yeah, it's a cool little game. Lovely. Right. Me then, I finished a game this week. I think you'll know which game this is. Pragmata. This game, mate. I don't know how much you've played of it, Darren, but
I haven't played any of it since I last played, to be fair.
Oh, mate. It's so good. Like, it was quite funny because when I finished, like the last couple of hours I was playing it on Sunday. Oh, yeah. Yesterday. Yeah. My missus and my kids are watching me play it, and they were like, "Oh wow," obviously not going to spoil it, but graphically, as I mentioned last week, it's just absolutely stunning. The story really does hit you in the feels, especially towards the end and at the end. The combat I did really enjoy. Now, what I liked about it was this kind of the progression of the upgrading of your character and the girl as well, because later on, because obviously she does the hacking, but later on you can upgrade it so you can press in the right thumbstick and she auto hacks for you. Not every time, it is limited and has to recharge, but it does come in handy in certain situations where there's a lot of enemies. I'm going to admit, though, I did start playing the game on normal, and I got to a specific boss, which I couldn't beat, so I had to knock it down to nub-nub mode. And even on nub-nub mode, the final boss, if it had hit me one more time, I would have died. Like, it was that close. So, definitely not easy, but still a lot of fun. Yeah, so I really liked it. But what I wanted to mention is I'm not finished with the game. I've still got it installed. And that's because when you complete it, it unlocks a few new modes, which I want to try. So it unlocks, obviously, as a standard of many games, a new Game Plus mode. So you can go in, replay the game with, obviously, all your upgrades and bits and pieces. There's a lunatic mode, which it makes it even harder. Oh, fuck, you'd have to be a sadist to play that. But there's another mode called Unknown Signal, which loads your completed save just before the final boss, but it unlocks a new area and 10 new missions as well to do. So I'm probably going to do that, yeah. But no, I highly recommend this game, man. Like, it's Capcom have really done a banger here. Like, I took quite a bit of time with the game because I was like, in all the areas, there's lots of there's lots of collectibles. So I wanted to kind of get as many as I could. I've got all the Earth memories in the game, which is good. But I missed a few other things which I want to go back and collect for the Chivos. But no, it's hard to talk about without spoiling it because obviously it's a very story heavy experience between yourself and the other main character, the girl. There's lots of surprises along the way. But yeah, the game just had me gripped, mate, because the exploration, the way you go around the space station on the moon is really well done. You know, you're in that you go in that kind of train thing, and you're kind of progressing around the station, and you've got to pretty much contact Earth and do another thing, which I'm not going to say. But it's not a mega long game, but it's just like kind of harkens back to me like of the 360 era of, you know, like an 8 to 10 hour game that's really well done, you know, quality over quantity. So, yeah, I think this game is really good. Like, it really surprised me how much I enjoyed it, to be honest, because it wasn't really on my radar, and the only reason I got it is because I had a load of Bing points to use for credit on the Xbox. So I thought, well, fucking hell, I might as well, you know, just take a chance on it for that. And yeah, pleasantly surprised with it. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's definitely up there for me this year so far. This game, absolutely loved it. So if you find some time to get off N2E, Darren, you should try and get a bit more time on this, mate. So, and that's all I can really say about it, really, without spoiling it, to be honest. It's just really well done, and I really liked some of the settings, because there's kind of this whole thing of they're mining stuff on the moon and it can make things, etc., and that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So big thumbs up from Webby. Check out Pragmata. Check out maybe some YouTube video reviews or something if you're kind of interested. Don't want to pull the triggers yet, but yeah, it's a really cool game. So back to Nick.
Yeah, I gave Crimson Desert another go, but I only really played it for about an hour.
Wow.
Because, well, I don't have time. Well, gotta say, because I was waiting for all these updates they've been doing and like easy mode and stuff like that. So I went in, obviously put it straight on easy. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's only been like a couple months, but it just feels so much better than when I first started playing it. Just walking around seems a lot like easier, and you don't seem to get stuck on the scenery as much and stuff like that. And I don't know, I think it seems to run a bit better. And I don't know if I'm doing this thing now where something's happening, and I'm like, is that something they patched in, or has that always been there? Mm. Have you ever had that when you? Because I know you hit it really early on. Because
I will say, because they recently just did another big patch this week, and I've not actually played it since that big patch. I only downloaded it today. I've not really played it much this week at all, maybe about half an hour, because I've just been so hooked on Pragmata and obviously N2E. I've been waiting for some more patches, because I've played, I think my Steam play time is like 92 hours. And main story-wise, I feel like I'm getting towards the end. But I did notice when I last played it last week, they'd fixed like a few of the animations when you're moving around in particular. So that's good. But I've not actually played it since they've added the easy, normal, and hard modes, because I've not. I think I just played it played it a day before they put that patch out. Yeah, I've just fallen off. I just fell off it a bit just because of these other games, and I was thinking, I'll wait for these other patches and then I'll get back into it. So I'll probably play it some more this week, because, as I say, I feel like I'm getting towards the end of the main campaign, and I probably haven't got much longer until I've finished it. I say, even though a quarter of the map I still haven't unlocked, so I could say I feel like I'm getting towards the end, but it might not be. I don't know, but I still think it's a great game. I really, really do, but. I
don't know why it's not hooking me. I was told it's a slow burner. I've got up to the bit where I think where Graham is, where I've got the camp and unlocked the female character.
Yeah.
So that's where I've got up to, and apparently, well, a lot of people says it really kicks on after that. But yeah, to go back to the bit where I said, which I didn't know, like I said, I was just Googling, I'm not sure if it's, which I thought, the menus, I just thought they were a bit clunky and then, like, not very intuitive. Like, I kept getting, like, to find the bit I wanted, like, I know a lot of games do this, where they use the bumpers and the triggers to navigate. And I don't know how many times before I was like, oh, there it is, right, so now I just flick over. Nope, it's gone. I've changed the whole thing, and I have to go back. And I don't know if that was in this, but, like, actually on the menus at the top and the bottom, they've put, like, like RB and RT type thing, right trigger. So I thought, oh, now I know which is which. That one's that one and that one's that one. So, like, even navigating the menus just seems a lot easier. I think I've done what you said, Webby, because I didn't, like, upgrade any of my gear. And I think I went, like, mostly, like, stamina. I think I've done pretty much most of it stamina and then 1 health. But, I don't know, it's just... I wish that just hooked me and I'd put in 100 hours in a month, but... Not just that, I just ain't got the time to spend 100 hours on a game as quickly as other people.
enough.
I mean,
yeah.
even the same with you. You know, when you try to play other games and stuff like that, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be a very good podcast if you just played one game for 3 months, would it?
True.
You know,
Yeah.
that's like I said, but that's why I've been playing a lot of the Switch, like in the living room, like with the girlfriend and that, because then, even though I'm not spending time with her because I'm playing games, but at least I'm sitting with her, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it, mate. Yeah.
So I think you spend a lot on your Steam Deck, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yeah.
So have you played this on Steam Deck, or is it not? Can't run it?
I wouldn't want to play on Steam Deck. The graphics are too good on the PC to want to downgrade it that much. I don't actually know if it runs on Deck. I've no idea, but I can't imagine it would run very well, though.
No.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ziprecruiter.com/zip. That's ziprecruiter.com/zip. ziprecruiter.com/zip.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I was playing this like NTE, and then I'm like, do I want to start another like big open world game when I haven't played that one yet? And it's just like, I don't know. We'll see. I'll either come back in a couple of weeks and say, I've put 50 hours in Crimson Desert or NTE. We'll see which one wins.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be quite interesting, mate.
Yep.
Cool. Back to Darren, I guess. Ripping through the rest of these games pretty quick, aren't we?
Yeah. Space Marine 2, I finished my missions I needed to do on absolute difficulty. That's what I was trying to think of last time I was on.
What's that? Sorry, on Space Marine?
Yeah, so yeah, you unlock cosmetics for basically completing things on different difficulties and such, or at least a couple of them. So yeah, I've got a load of absolute runs finished and done.
Yeah.
So I unlocked the last bit for that.
Nice.
Still been playing with like mates and things on that on a daily basis. Well,
cool.
a couple of my mates are levelling up classes, prestiging them. Like me and the other guy, we've prestiged every class. So it's kind of like we're almost running out of things to do, except I've started levelling another weapon, which I realised still needs to be done. Because obviously certain classes get access to certain weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
There's that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. I actually played another new game that came out this week on Game Pass. It is called Sledding Game. Have you seen this little game?
What you doing that?
It's basically an online game where you're like either a little frog or a penguin or a little bear, and you're just on this server with other people, and you just have a little sled. It's in the snow, and you chat, and you can throw snowballs at each other. You can go up the cable car and just sled down the hill. You can cook your, make your s'mores. You can play little ice games. That's it. It's just kind of a social area where you can just do random shit. It's really bizarre. And it's quite good on the old Chivos as well. So yeah. That's about all it is, really. So I played it for about 30 minutes, got a load of Chivos. Marcus has been playing it quite a bit because it's very cutesy wootsy. And it's kind of aimed at kids, really. But yeah, it's just a little chill game that's on Game Pass. Yeah. So just wanted to mention it because I've been back onto Game Pass the past few weeks, to be honest. It's really weird because obviously the announcement of Game Pass, going cheaper again and things looking a bit brighter on Xbox. I've actually been playing my Xbox a bit more than usual. Well, I hadn't played it for ages, to be fair. My kids have, so I've actually been firing it up quite a bit this week and just checking out some of the Game Pass stuff and having a bit of nostalgia by playing a little bit of Halo Master Chief Collection and doing some big team battles on that, playing the old maps and shit, which has been a lot of fun. The game still holds up really well. It's really weird how Master Chief Collection is, the older games is actually more fun than Halo Infinite, in my opinion, which is kind of crazy. And then I also checked out, first time in ages, Forza Motorsport, because I hadn't played that for ages. Now, bearing in mind, I was playing this Saturday night. I was a little bit tipsy because I'd had 7 cans of beer and a good few shots of whiskey at this time. And I've decided it would be fun to launch Forza Motorsport and play online. And it was fun because I just smashing into people, upsetting people and laughing at them. And I did a couple of races and one of them I come third. And I was like, fucking hell, how did that happen? I don't know. Now, the weird thing about Forza is, as I play a lot of GT7. I've been playing a lot of GT7 this week as well. Obviously, just doing my weeklies. How different they are. And I've talked about this before, but I wanted to mention, because with Gran Turismo, I play it, that bumper cam view, because it kind of feels more serious, if that makes sense. Whereas Forza, I play behind the car view because it's more arcadey than Gran Turismo. It's weird, but I will say they've definitely improved Forza Motorsport since it launched, because it was broken as fuck when it launched, and it seems to actually be pretty good now, and they've added some new tracks and quite a few cars and stuff, so taking them a while to fix it, but certainly seems there now. I mean, it's still fun. I will say it's fun. There's lots of good customization and lots of tracks and cars, and the online is pretty well done. So if you don't have a PlayStation and you're looking for kind of a semi-serious racer to play, and you've got Game Pass especially, maybe check out Forza before Horizon comes out in a few weeks, I guess. I don't know, but that is
not long now, is it?
No. When's it out? Horizon. I can't remember the date. It's gone from my mind. The 19th of May. 19th of May. So not far at all. A couple of weeks. Yeah. And that's all I've played. So, have you guys played anything else?
Yes. The patch for Final Fantasy 14 came out this week, didn't it? The 7.5.
Oh, yes. Any good?
Update. Yeah, it's pretty cool. One of the things that I like about it, first off, is they have basically sorted out a lot more to do with the storage for your gear.
Oh, that's good.
So you can now store more outfits and stuff into the glamour dresser and actually set them as an outfit rather than having 5 separate pieces. It just takes up one slot for all 5. Plus now, I think the dungeon gear from Dawn Trail, all of that dungeon gear can be stored in your armoire.
Right. Oh, that's good.
So a hell of a lot of freed up slots, and a lot of people are basically saying that this is them kind of making more moves towards dealing with, like, obviously the glamour situation, because you're talking like 12 years of cosmetics, you know what I mean, different varying things. So that's all good. So yeah, I've generally been sort of doing that and then upgrading some of my home gear and stuff that I've had. Haven't actually done the new raid yet because I think my eye level's not high enough.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm about 2 story patches behind, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's the new expansion's not out until like January next year, so I've got plenty of time. You know what I mean? To go through it. I'm not in any massive rush. It's the beauty of that game. It kind of doesn't really go anywhere if you don't play it for ages.
Yeah.
You can kind of just jump back in and carry on where you left off. There's been a couple of people from the FC that have logged back in, and I was speaking to the other night, which was kind of cool as well, that I haven't seen for a while.
Fantastic. Good to hear. I might have to resubscribe at some point.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else from either of you guys before I hit the news?
Not off the top of my head, I'm afraid.
Nick?
Yeah, I played, and it's all Graham's fault, so you can blame him. I installed Mindseye again to have a go at the free DLC they brought out.
They've actually... What? They brought DLC out?
Well, there was a planned, and they announced Mindseye Hitman crossover DLC last year.
Oh, yes. Did that not come out? Or?
No, that got completely cancelled and chucked in the bin. And, if you want to bring it up on Twitch, though, Webby, you have to bring up, it's called Blacklisted DLC. Is the best one, because it's a very weird thing what they've done, considering this game, obviously it was broken and, released early, whatever you want to say, and had a lot of DEI in it, a lot of weird, like, plain Jane characters. And this DLC, they've done the complete opposite. You know, they've started, you play as a character called Julia Black, and basically she's eye candy, with, like, latex pants, thongs, ponytails, big tits, and you've got to basically go around and do all these kind of like Hitman missions where you break into a building, a bit of stealth, go through and, like, do a few tasks and stuff like that and kill several enemies. It's free, but it's very short. I mean, I think I did it in about 45 minutes. I think I died once because I think I accidentally shot someone in the face I wasn't supposed to.
Right.
And, I mean, is it worth playing? If you've got it, possibly, but probably not. It's just weird, because like I say, it was supposed to be a Hitman DLC, so they've just put this character in. I just thought it's a weird shift from what they did last year. Like generic people, no one, and just like in games in general, they don't want, Western games, they don't want people to look at, like, especially women, to look attractive, do they?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, that's why these Asian games are doing so well.
Yeah, and if you see, like, if you look at it, Webby, the woman walking around, and you're like, ooh. And I know it sounds weird, but when Graham said about it in the WhatsApp, I'm like, I ain't playing that shit again. And then it came up in my feed, and then I just saw her tits, and I was like, ooh. And I know that sounds really childish, but it works, doesn't it? Sex sells. It made me look at it twice, and then I thought, oh, it's actually free. Like I said, I wasn't going to pay for it, but when I found out it was free, I thought, well, I'll give it a go, mainly to talk about it on here and blame Graham for everything. But I just think it's a weird shift from the game developers, because I think the only woman character who was in this was like boss babes in suits, sort of kind of ugly, and there was one like hacker girl who, to be fair, you didn't see much, but she was the typical half head shave, purple haired girl who I mean, I could spoil it because it's like a year old now, and I don't think you're ever going to go back and finish it, are you, Webby?
No, I don't think
Probably.
I've got it installed.
Well, she,
anymore.
for whatever reason, when we were on top of a building, sacrificed herself to save you and knocked the guy off the building and killed herself. And I was like, all right, fair enough. So I just thought it's a weird thing that they did. And even like during the game, like some of the camera angles were just like zooming in on her ass and tits. And I just thought,
Good times.
So I wonder who. Yeah, good times, but I just wonder who made it, and hopefully it just means that we're coming out of this type of, sort of crap that we've had over the last few years.
Well, you can see how popular all these other games are from, obviously, like Korean and, well, mainly the Korean studios. And I think the West is like, oh, shit, yeah, these games are doing well.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of them... And that's like we get into the old like IGN controversy of stuff where they seem to keep giving these Korean studio games that everybody like really low reviews. Is it because it's this West versus the East thing going on in them? Like I said, it's not like they're doing anything revolutionary, are you? They're just giving the customers what they want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's shocking that if you give the customers what they want, they're happy and they'll buy it. It's just, I've noticed that. No, it's not just games, in movies, because I saw Michael at the cinema last weekend.
Oh, nice. Any good?
Yeah, totally loved it. I mean, the critics hated it and gave it like low 3s and 4s and stuff like that, mainly because it's finished in the late 80s, so it didn't go into... Michael's later activities, and so they got mad that it didn't do that. But it was weird that it did just end, which I found out later, like with all YouTube videos. They did film a lot of that stuff, like where the court case and police raid in Neverland and stuff like that. And then they had to do loads of reshoots because there's something in the court case for that where they weren't allowed to profit off of it. Right. And make a movie about it, like not to show it at all. So it was a weird film where, because normally movies you have a beginning, middle, and an end, don't you?
Yeah.
Whereas this just had a beginning, a middle, and then it just ended.
Weird.
But it was nice because, like I said, it stopped. It done all the music. You listened to all the songs, and which I didn't know. The guy who played Michael is actually his nephew. And I was like, wow, that is so spot on, and his voice is good, and he's got all the dance moves and stuff. But like I said, that's just... I know we don't talk about movies much on here, but I'm just saying that's just not in movies where... Or the same in games, in movies where critics are absolutely panning some movies, but the fans actually love them, and this was getting like 8s and 9s, like from, the fans' reviews and stuff like that. So I don't know what it is with critics, like... are they... who's right and who's wrong, though? I mean, obviously the fans are right because they're enjoying it, aren't they?
I think it just depends what you're after. I think a lot of the critics wanted a warts and all Michael Jackson story with all the accusations and all that kind of stuff thrown in, whereas that wasn't what they got. They got a fun, enjoyable sort of light biopic about...
Yeah, it's the most successful...
it's almost like having Bohemian Rhapsody, but at the end of the film he dies of AIDS, whereas
they didn't
get that in the film. Yeah,
but that done really well, and I enjoyed that. I loved that movie. I thought it was really good. And that just said... I just think like it finished Live Aid Wembley, which was kind of important because that was... Live Aid 85 was about 5-6 days after I was born. And I remember that because Dad told me that story where I was born on Monday and I think I was in hospital till Saturday morning because I wasn't very well. And And then they brought me home, and apparently I was crying a lot, and then he put the telly on, and he put Live Aid on, which was like on the telly when they used to actually give you stuff like that free without paying for subscriptions and stuff like that. And he said, I kept crying, and then apparently Queen came on, and then I just sat there quiet, and he's like, right, I'm ordering that Queen CD. That is going to be playing 24/7 to shut him up. But I think with that, it just ended, and I think it just done a few, like, texts, if you know what I mean. You know, like, oh, Freddie lived out his remaining days with this guy, blah, 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 blah. But at this one, it said, the story of Michael will continue. So I'm like, And especially it's done, like I said, this is already the most successful biopic ever. It's done, like, well over 200 million.
Wow.
So they're going to want to make a sequel, but how can they make a sequel if they can't talk about all that stuff? It's weird. I suppose they're going to have to either pay the people off or get very creative, let's say.
Well, let's go back into games, mate, shall we? So you played anything else?
So that's me finished.
I'm guessing we're all done then. Right, let's get into some news.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right, let me just bring my notes up. Yeah, so first bit of news, which I thought was quite sad. Never nice to see studios shutting down. Spider's studio is being shut down. This is a studio that's owned by Nakon. That's obviously been having a lot of financial problems recently. They couldn't find a buyer, so Spiders is shutting down now. They're probably most known for Greedfall, but they've made a few other games like Steel Rising. I couldn't find any other games just off the top of my head, but yeah, so that's quite sad, really, to be honest, because
indeed, I didn't like all their games, but they were pretty interesting and stuff. I mean, they did change things up a bit for Greedfall 2 that came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
Where they kind of made it sort of turn-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than sort of like the traditional sort of action combat that the first one had.
Yeah. So, sad. Something that we all know, and there was a study put out about this the last week or so, but us gamers already know this anyway. According to statistics, the number one reason why US gamers, I would say this is worldwide gamers, but this was done in the USA. The number one reason why US gamers buy a console is for the exclusive games. Well, we already know this. Like, we buy PlayStations for their games and stuff like that. We've always done that. But it's come up again because obviously Xbox in particular has gone multi-platform with their games. PlayStation have put a few of their games onto PC. But obviously Nintendo doesn't do any of those shenanigans, and they always sell really well, and we all know that's because of the games. So yeah, another study's come out, and I just wanted to mention it because I was thinking, why the fuck are they even doing studies for this? It's kind of common sense, right?
I'll tell you what I noticed though, Webby. Like, when I went round with my parents the other day, I spoke to the neighbour he played on games. I was like, "Oh, you bought a PS5 yet?" He's like, "No, I'm just playing my PS4." I was like, "Have you not bought a PS5 yet?" But he's very like casual. He just play like Warzone, World of Tanks, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking even the casual gamers, if they think, well, why would I spend however many it is for a PS5, 600 quid or whatever, just to play those games, and they may look a little bit better. So I think, do you know what I mean? Even the casuals, the FIFA and the CODs people, I don't think they're upgrading, are they?
No,
for the sake of it.
I think there's still games being released on the PlayStation 4. I'm pretty sure there is, isn't there?
Mm. Well, I mean, even like the ones like that, World of Tanks and Apex and stuff like that, that's already still on there.
Yeah.
Why would, if they're only playing that, why would they buy another console to play that again?
Yeah, I know. I know
That's
what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with this thing. I just think, exclusives is what do. I mean, I suppose you were the same. Right? Like when I found out Resident Evil was going to be exclusive on Nintendo on GameCube, I was like, I'm getting a GameCube, and then like Shenmue went on to Xbox and things like that. Oh, well, I'm going to be buying an Xbox so I could play Shenmue and Shenmue 3. Obviously, Shenmue 3 didn't work out that way, but that especially initially in consoles, I think that's the whole point in it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I always bought a PlayStation just for the Final Fantasy games. Yeah. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like they're kind of talking about this again. I think Xbox. So we mentioned it last week. There's rumours that they might be going back to exclusivity on their platform, and I think they should do it. I really do.
Didn't Xbox start this before Sony, and then they saw Xbox consoles slow down, and then for some reason PlayStation copied them and started putting their games on PC as well. And I think, well, can't you see what happened there? Why would you copy them?
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that's just short-term, like, profits, but long-term, that hurt your brand in the long-term type thing.
Yeah, because I talk to PC gamers, and they're like, well, there's no point in me buying a PlayStation because I can just play the games on my PC. Whereas before, they'd have a console as well as the PC, Yeah,
and if, like, not being funny, let's just say in a year's time you bought a new PC, you've just upgraded your PC. Oh, the PlayStation 6 is out, and that's going to be $1,000. Ugh. I'll just wait for it to come out on PC like these other ones have, and no one's going to buy it, are they?
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, completely agree. New controller came out this week. The Steam controller, £85. Which people are moaning about the price, but like PlayStation 5 controllers are 70 quid.
And Switch 2, that's really expensive as well.
But this has got a lot more things than a standard console controller because it has the big pads that act like a mouse and all that. Has all the haptics, has a 35 plus hour battery life. However, it looks good and apparently it feels really nice and it's been getting rave reviews. But there's a bit of a problem with this controller, and that problem is you can only use it with your Steam games. Want to play a Game Pass game on your Game Pass app? Sorry, mate, don't work.
No.
That's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, it don't work on... What about Epic Games? Was it just Steam?
Just Steam. How insane is that?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It is absolutely ridiculous.
That's weird.
It is weird.
I understand why it doesn't work on a PlayStation or an Xbox, but why it should work on everything that's on PC, shouldn't it?
It should do. Yeah.
That's the phrase. There's no reason why it shouldn't.
No, there isn't, because you use an Xbox controller on your PC, it works on everything. You use a PS5 controller on your PC, it just works with everything. Yeah. Why the fuck doesn't a controller designed for your PC not work on everything on your PC? Bizarre.
I'll tell you what I have noticed on Steam lately, because I've had a few issues with games which has annoyed me when I got my PC last year, where I couldn't get the PS4 controller to work.
You have to use the cable on your PC for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but it didn't tell you that.
Right.
But now, like, when you go down on the game, because I know for a fact, because I tried it with Resident Evil 2 Remake, and they've updated it a lot over the last 6 months or so, it actually says Xbox wireless, PS4 or PS wired, which it didn't say that before. Right. So that's, which maybe everyone knew that before, but obviously I didn't. But that's weird, isn't it? Why would PlayStation 4 have to be wired?
That's weird, isn't it? I don't know. It must be something to do with drivers or something. I don't know.
Maybe every so often the PS4 controller... What happened with mine is it just kept turning itself off. So maybe it's like a sort of handshake thing with a console that it does every 5 minutes, and if it doesn't find a console, it turns itself off, that type of thing. Which, well, it's probably that, isn't it? But
I don't know.
so you buying one of these then, Webby?
No. No, I'm not.
So if they released it, did they set a price for it? Sorry, I was just...
Yes, it's £85.
Wow.
Yeah.
It comes
That's
with a
like a
magnetic
hell of a lot.
charging dongle, though.
Yeah,
I suppose that's not too shabby if it sort of like charges itself.
Yeah, it's, you know, as I mentioned before, like it does have a lot to it. You know, the haptics and the gyro and the pads for like to use as a mouse and all of that. So it's only like 15 quid more than like a PS5 or Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. So
yeah, that will work with the new Steam machines, which they have been delayed, but Steam hasn't admit that they've been delayed because we're in May now, and I'm pretty sure they said early 2026. And I don't know how anyone cuts it. May is definitely not early 2026, is it?
No, that's like mid.
Yeah.
Early, I would say, is like the first 3 months, first 3 to 4 months of the year.
Yeah. All right, next bit of news. Lego has revealed a Sega Mega Drive Lego console. And I will say, I don't think it looks that good, to be honest. Like, because I did that Lego NES and that looked really cool. But I saw something.
Well, the NES is very blocky anyway, isn't it? As a system goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if they were doing the Super Nintendo, they might as well do the American version rather than the Japanese or the European one, just because of the shape and stuff.
Yeah. But no, it just looks a bit like the controllers especially, look, they just look shit. I'm just trying to find a big picture. Yeah, it just looks a bit
Looks like one of those shitty Mega Drives they used to sell in Argos years ago with like 20 games built in.
So
does it actually play games or is it just the Lego?
It's just a Lego, mate.
The Lego do all sorts. They did like who was it? Was it Peeps that had the Lego trainers? Pair of Lego trainers.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
You don't want to walk too quick in them, then, do you?
Well, it might be painful to stand in.
Right, next bit of news is... Oh, yes. We'd had a big discussion last week about the PlayStation 5 DRM, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, and I said it sounded a bit sus, kind of thing, and everyone was flying over the deep end with it.
Yeah, so obviously, like, for those of you who didn't listen last week, PlayStation have added a 30-day timer to all digital game purchases, and apparently if you don't connect online, the rumours were then you won't be able to play it until you connect online again. Apparently, it's to stop people using some trick to get a refund or something and then keep the game.
Keep the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it does like a check after 15 days and then a check after 30 days, and after that, you're okay. Yeah, it's a bit odd, that, isn't it? Yeah.
But why it took them so bloody long to come out and actually talk about it? Like that, it's almost like no one from the company uses social media or sees it, and just to say, look, let's just go out and tell people what it is. Like the sooner we nip this in the bud, the better.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a lot of stuff online, wasn't there? Like people getting all upset, and there's a lot of misinformation and different bits and pieces going on. So
it's the same thing with another game that came out. I have actually seen certain parts of it and endings for a certain game that came out, and I didn't actually see some of the things that people were talking about. Some of the stuff was true, but some of the rest of it was kind of like, didn't see that part of it. So the usual internet being the internet again, I guess.
Yeah. Xbox hardware revenue has dropped 33%. Apparently. No one's buying Xbox consoles anymore, are they? Sad times.
This is what obviously the new head of Xbox is hoping to sort out.
Yeah.
Which I think they're going to pull out some stops this year. It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
Like for their show that they put on in June or whatever. I reckon they'll probably be putting some nice money in there to be showcasing some games that are obviously coming to all platforms, but them having the actual first showing of it. You know what I mean, on their event.
What I would like them to do is, because we talked about this, is because there's rumours about you being able to customise Game Pass to what you want. I'd like them to do a version without the Fortnite bollocks, just to bring it down a little bit as well. But also, this sounds harsh, but I think they need to just cancel all the fucking multi-platform games that they said they're going to put on PlayStation, like Gears of War, Halo, any future Forzas or anything. Just fucking stop it now. Have it all on your platform.
They should. I think they should definitely do it with Halo. I think it might be a bit too late for Gears because they've already put the first Gears on there, and I think it's sold pretty well.
Yeah, I know Horizon sold really well over there as well.
Yeah,
but this is the problem though. Like, people aren't buying Xbox consoles because they know they can play.
Is Xbox. Like, that's like Sonic being on Nintendo, which did eventually happen, but it was still kind of a shock.
Yeah. So I think they really do need to do that. But also, there was other rumours I saw this week regarding Xbox and Game Pass. There's obviously, as part of the price reduction of Game Pass down to $16.99, all future Call of Duties aren't going to come to Game Pass at launch, but they'll hit the service about a year after. Well, there's new rumours now that not every Xbox Studios game is going to come to Game Pass, and they're going to decide on a game-by-game basis which games are going to go on the service on launch, which I think is going to be interesting because,
I mean, that is one of the bonuses, though, is obviously getting those first parties. But I don't think people would be happy if, like, things like, say, Forza Horizon was exempt and stuff. They're the kind of games that people are quite willingly going to spend, like, your £14 a month or whatever it was to get access to. And I think if you start stripping too many of them away, you're going to get a few people that are like, is this really worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, because the things are, apart from the big games on Game Pass, like, a lot of the games, they're decent. You know, like I've been playing Replaced, which I haven't played this week, and you've got Absalom's on there. Trepang 2 just came out this week. But they're all kind of like smaller indie type games, a lot of them. So you very rarely get bigger games these days anyway. You know?
Yeah, but then you can also like have some of like they had Expedition 33 day one, they had Lies of P day one.
Yeah,
2 amazing games.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
in fact, two of my game of the years, and they were given away day one on Game Pass.
Yeah, mad, eh? Yeah, so I'd be interested to see where Game Pass goes, but I think Xbox do need to pull out some more stops, as you say, with exclusives and stuff like that. And I'm feeling a little bit more confident with the platform with some of the stuff they've done already. I know it's not a lot, but it's
a shame it didn't come earlier though. Like back when they were floundering and stuff. Like they needed that bolster that they kind of have now, but it could be too little, too late. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So we shall see, but where's my next bit of news? Oh no, I've just fucking clicked on that one. I've only got one more bit of news. Oh yes, my last bit of news. I don't know if we've actually talked about this. We might have talked about this last week, actually. Sony and PlayStation have now started to roll out the age verification.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to talk about that, Webby, because
I
did this yesterday.
Okay, because I've not had an email. I've not had an email to do it yet.
it asked me to do it through the PlayStation app.
Oh, really?
It was a notification that came up on the app when I opened the app up. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And it's very similar to the Xbox one where you just, do it. You go through to a website, you log in with your PSN, which I don't know if that was my PSN because it was like it opens up a browser within the app type thing.
Right.
So I logged into PSN, and it comes up. Use the camera, passport, or whatever. So we'll just use the camera, and then it says, "Can this website use your camera? Except like what it normally does when you do something like that." And then it was front-facing camera. I just lined it up with my face, and it took a few seconds, and I went, "Yep, that's good." And then it said deleting pictures, deleting history, and then it was done.
Okay.
Just really quick, no faff.
It just seems weird. I'm pretty sure when you set up your PlayStation account and everything, it asks for your date of birth anyway. So can't they just?
Mate, people lie about their fucking age. That's why so many men get in trouble.
Well, yeah, but if you've got someone who's obviously got put in their proper date of birth, and you're like, well, their account's 15 years old. I'm guessing even if they were 3 or 4 at that point, they're going to be over the age of 18 now. It's like what me and Webby have said, like our Xbox Live accounts are over 18 years old each.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Why do we need to age verify when the account is...
Because what if you bought this console for you and then you just gave it to your kid who was 14? Do you know what I mean? And I don't...
Yeah, but that's down to parenting again. Like, can we put things back in the hands of parents?
Possibly. Or you sold it to someone else with your card, whatever reason. But like I said, I think this is governments putting pressure on on Xbox. I mean, when Xbox did it last year, I said to you, you watch, Sony will do it and Nintendo will fucking do it. Even Nintendo. I mean, do Nintendo even have any 18 games?
Yeah.
I was coming to literally everything. It's like
That's
as soon as one country starts it, like it's like a domino effect.
To be fair,
people can't be bothered to fight it.
Like I said, if you decide that's it, I'm done with gaming, I'm not using any consoles that ask me to age verify, let's be honest about it, we're all old enough and seasoned enough to know life isn't about doing what you want. I mean, like I said, when I came home from Amsterdam, or when I went to Amsterdam in February, I wasn't too keen on them taking my fingerprints for me to go through. I put my passport on the thing, and I wanted my fingerprints. What? I'm not a criminal. What? I haven't done it. Why are you taking my fingerprints? But
it's so if you were, it will run through a database.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So,
and stuff in.
Guess what? I wanted to go on holiday. I wanted to go through passport control. I put my fingerprints down. It's not... I mean...
The other reason is if a crime was committed and they find fingerprints at the scene, they can run it through a load of fingerprints that they have of people that visited the country at that time.
I mean, this is probably more likely that they just want people's data and fingerprints and stuff on... Like I said, they've been trying to do this digital ID for years. People are saying, we're not having it. And now they're forcing it through on things
various
that we do
other
want
means,
to do. So, so they're making us... by the time we have to have a digital ID on our next, whether it's passport or driving licence, we'll already have it out there anyway, won't we? But I don't know. I think it's just the times we're in, mate. Big Brother state and all that. What can you do?
Not game, I guess.
Yeah, because I know you used to work in all that, though, Webby, didn't you? With all, online data and stuff. So you know how dodgy these sites could be.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I wouldn't trust them. That's half the problem.
Well, that's what I said.
They said they don't keep the data. They do.
Fucking lying bastards. That's why I said I wouldn't want them to scan. I don't want them to scan my passport or my driver's license because that's got my address on it. So if they got my address and stuff, they could, in theory, start taking out loans or whatever, credit cards using, my address and stuff like that. But like I said,
you won't, but the AI of the future might.
Possibly. But like I said, just a picture of my face, which they reckon they delete instantly, what are they going to do with that? Who's going to pay money for my face?
There's a digital footprint somewhere.
Well, that's my face print. It wasn't a footprint.
even if you erase hard drives, there's ways of recovering stuff off of them. Everything's still there. It's just not accessible through normal means.
It is what it is. Like I said, by the end of the year, Nintendo will have exactly the same thing. Probably Steam.
Well, they're forcing it onto all the other things. Discord was hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did that last year as well.
That'll probably start rolling out at some point.
I think it'll be funny when Nintendo does it. Instead of people being up in arms, the Nintendo fans will be really happy. Look how safe Nintendo is looking after us, making sure that their fans are not getting scammed and stuff.
Right. I forgot to mention earlier when you were talking about the Lego Mega Drive or whatever it was. Isn't the Lego Batman game out this month?
Yes.
Nice.
Is it the same week as James Bond as well, or close?
I think it is.
It might be the week before. I think James Bond's the 25th. This is like the 19th.
Is that because didn't they bring it forward a week to get out of the way from it? I'm pretty sure they brought it back or brought the game forward a week.
Mate, to be honest,
I think they. Yeah, they did. They brought it forward a week.
Okay. Intriguing.
Have you decided which console you're getting it on?
Yeah, I've pre-ordered it for Xbox because obviously I've got a launch day PS5, so I don't have the Pro. So obviously I know the Xbox Series X is slightly more powerful than the PS5, but also my telly has the Dolby Vision and it just looks a little bit nicer than HDR. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll get it on that. So that is my reasoning. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Indeed, and the further I get away from Peebs on the Chivos, the more it will upset him. I know he says he's all about the trophies now, but I know deep down inside, something in him is crying a little that I've stomped ahead of him on the Chivos now. So, yeah, all good. Any news from you guys at all?
It's been like loads, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
Well, I wrote down everything I could find
one
this
new
week,
thing every week or every day. And sort of look.
But no, I couldn't find anything else. So if there's nothing else, I think we're going to end it here, guys. I think. What do you think?
Good enough for me.
Yeah, sweet. Finish off this bank holiday Monday with a bang. Lovely. All right, awesome. So from all of us here, it's been great. Thank you very much for listening live, everybody on Twitch, especially all the people who've been chatting. So we've had Peebs chatting, Clarky, and Cutty. So thank you very much for chatting in the Twitch and saying hello. So good times. So from all of us here, it's been awesome. Yeah, so we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.